channel has been demonetized.
No longer able to monetize.
YouTube turned off my monetization.
Our channel got demonetized.
I got demonetized.
My channel was demonetized by YouTube's AI.
Animators are getting demonetized, creators are losing their jobs, studios are shutting down, and nobody knows why. So in this video, I'm going to cover why this is happening, what could be done about it, and who's to blame, because you're going to be pissed. First, I just want to say that one of my creators got demonetized too, a creator that I've personally coached. I actually have a recording of that session. This was back in December. This is Pixel Beef, aka Levi, and Levi is a genius. Here you'll see him showing me his inauthentic workflow, chock full of Blender files and pixel artists that he paid to make his characters, people he paid. And this here is my holy shit face. This is the face of a man getting taken to school. I coached him on script writing, and he coached me on his workflow and Blender, which I thought I was good at. What the f***? That is genius. So when he asked how he should appeal YouTube's decision, I told him to just show them what you showed me and make sure you show your face just in case they have some sort of AI scraper to help the human reviewer. But apparently that wasn't good enough because it got denied. So I wanted to talk to YouTube. I go over to Twitter, which is a joke. I don't know why we still have to do that. I hit up Team YouTube. I hit up Renee Ritchie for some clarification because he's awesome. And all these people start retweeting it, and I'm starting to get hopeful, like, hey, maybe this will get fixed. But no. I'm doing everything I can over there, but hopefully this video garners a little bit more attention for Levi and the animators that deserve some damn justice. Speaking of attention, Jack's Films.
Hey, John Scott!
This is the part that I wanted you to hear.
Oh, I want to check that out.
Up to March, I've covered all of YouTube's ban waves and the reason that they happen and the niches that were targeted. But mid-March, this channel, Eddie FRB, got demonetized, and Jack had this to say.
Inauthentic? I didn't see anything like that. So what the f gives? Why would YouTube demonetize a whole channel as creative as Eddie FRB's?
We had a creator in my community. They had thumbnails that looked a bit similar to each other, and their format was a bit repetitive. From a glance, I guess I get it. Without nuance, you're at risk, at least until the AI moderation gets better. Jack, basically I'm saying you were right. It was the formats and the repetitive shorts thumbnails because a creator from my community got demonetized for the exact same reason on March 25th. But then April 1st comes along, and you get this. Appeal videos start going up, theories start circling around. Maybe it's certain 3D assets. Maybe it's 3D animation in general. That one really freaked me out. I had to go put a disclaimer on my 3D masterclass thing. So I looked into every theory, I looked into every video, and like 95% of these creators all have one thing in common. I'll get to the 5% here in a second, but that 95%, they all use 11 Labs voices, which we've been told isn't a problem.
Is this video something that shows an expression of creativity, of human creativity, regardless of the tools used to create it?
Are creators that put this much effort into their content losing money because of a tool they're allowed to use? To confirm all this, I reached out to a few animators that actually just use their voice, and none of them have been demonetized. I haven't been demonetized, I use my voice. Then Levi got a hold of a big animation channel that said, we used to use 11 Labs, but then our videos kept getting limited. Then Levi got a hold of an even bigger channel. This is where the 5% thing comes from. They said, yes, we use 11 Labs, but we have a theory why we haven't been demonetized. We're operating under the assumption that there's a bit of an immunity here for channels that have been trusted, that have been around for a long time, channels that are kind of too big to fail. I'm not going to reveal who it was, but they're popular. One caveat though is that that person showed their face early on in the channel, so why is YouTube doing this? YouTube is constantly under threat of slop floods, copyright issues, and hundreds of thousands of bad actors trying to circumvent every single rule they put into place. Anytime YouTube is transparent about anything, it screws them over. Like tomorrow, if they said, hey guys, yeah, sorry, it was the AI voices, then thousands of slop gurus would start pimping out voice actors as a business just so they could continue making this stupid fucking Socrates skeleton meme bullshit. Right now, it feels like we're all in a giant company going bankrupt, and the animation niche is the mailroom, and we're desperately trying to tell the CEO we're running out of stamps. And when we finally get his attention, he'll say anything to get us out of the room because the fires that he's putting out are way bigger than we can imagine. So that's business. Here's how I imagine things are going on behind the scenes. Sir, we have way too many AI animations. How do we remove the incentive? Let's do a test on a couple thousand channels. Tell AI moderation to focus on repetitive characters. Oh my god, that got rid of so many animation channels. I guess they all had repeating characters like every cartoon ever. Okay, let's aim it at AI voices. Slop channels never use their own voice. Okay, that got rid of 500,000 channels. Great. How many were slop? Looks like 400,000? Great, I'm going on break. All these animation channels and studios that had so much hope they'd never have to work for Pixar or learn Maya, for God's sake, creators like Levi, they're just collateral damage for a much bigger decision. But it doesn't have to be this way. If we just back up the timeline a little bit, we can see where all this started, and that's where I think the solution is. All you skeleton niches out there, did you just wake up one day and think, you know what I really want to do with my life? I want to generate some AI skeleton animations. No, some f***ing bullshit guru told you it would make money, and look what happened. It didn't. You want to know how I know? Because I get hundreds of skeleton channels showing up in my live streams asking, why am I not monetized? And I'm like, it's probably the AI generated skeleton bullshit you got going on here. How does anybody trust these all you animation channels that got demonetized? You are collateral damage for every bullshit AI skeleton niche, Socrates, this niche is pretty money, stupid f***ing AI guru scammer on this platform. Slop gurus did this to you. You should be pissed off. But it won't stop there. Have you noticed the word commentary doesn't really mean what it used to? The commentary niche is now just stealing other people's content, throwing an AI voice over it with some subtitles. And these slop gurus sell subscriptions to tools that'll just do it for you. And yet, real creators are getting not coattail creators, not creators that need other people to create so they can leech off their hard work. No, that would make too much sense. I got a solution. Probably gonna make some enemies here, but f it. Every single channel encouraging other people to do something that you don't want on the platform, get rid of them. Every channel that said this AI niche is printing money, get rid of them. Every single channel that pushed the skeleton niche pump and dump, get rid of it! This is the cause. Gut it at the source. Don't allow AI moderation to get confused in the first place. Now you might come back at me and say, well, on what grounds? They're not breaking any rules. I don't suppose you could just make one up. Or maybe inauthentic content. Oh! Super hot fire. Because if those animation channels don't deserve to succeed on YouTube, then neither does mine. Skeleton bullshit.